Thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel today. Super excited to bring you another unboxing video. Just got this in the mail. This is another sale from Horizon Hobbies. This thing is like $300 off right now. This is the Losi Rock Rey. And I know we got the Hammer Ray up here. Really been enjoying that vehicle. Picked it up on the last sale that Horizon had. And still really like it. Was surprised at the size of it. But this thing is 1/6 scale. It's probably going to be a lot bigger than that, and maybe just a little bit smaller than the X-Max that I have down here. And maybe we'll do a size comparison towards the end of the video, and maybe, you know, do like a close-up, look at this thing up close a little bit more. But let's unbox this thing and see what all we get in the box, and hopefully it won't be too hard. We got some tape here. This box is huge, guys. And hopefully we can get everything in camera where it's at. Like I said, we'll do a top-down video. Hit that piece of tape there. 55 miles an hour out of the box. And this thing is heavy. Pick that up. So yeah. Oh, it looks very nice. I did get the white version. Which version do you guys like better? They make a gray version and a white version. I was kind of partial to the white. Take that out. I'm going to turn this way, sorry. Take that out, and this thing is absolutely massive, as you can see. And probably the radio and stuff here. We got a bag there we'll do a closer up look at. And set this to the side. Check that out. Nice. Take this plastic off. Super excited to get this thing. I will be using some 4S batteries. This thing is up to 8S. I have some 7200 milliamps. Should run for a pretty long time. But we'll do a close-up view. Nice light bars. And I think it even has a light bar in the rear. That's really cool. Full-size spare tire. I do believe it is 17 millimeter hexes. So not sure what all tires and wheels will fit this thing, but maybe we'll look and talk about that a little bit. But man, this thing is cool. Very, very cool. Let's maybe do it up close. We'll look at the radio that comes with it and what came in the bag that just fell on the floor there. But stay tuned. All right, let's take a closer look at this thing. Look at all this scale detail you got. Check out these shock towers. Looks like they're just molded as part of the cage here. The body here is Lexan. You can kind of see these plastic, maybe call them washers, whatever you want to call it. Maybe grommets that the screws screw into probably the body here that holds the Lexan on. I've been really happy with the ones from Losi that I got that came on the Hammer Ray. I believe that that really helps save the Lexan from cracking. I have a Arma Fire team that just kind of has a screw in the Lexan to the cage, and it just hasn't held up as much as I would have liked it to have. So I think that's a good design. I think it adds to the durability of the Lexan, which is good. I'm sure that these Lexan pieces, if you go to replace them, are not cheap at all. Did want to show you this light bar up front. Maybe we'll plug some batteries in and see how bright those are. Did have this nice light bar in the rear. Spare tire. You can see how massive this thing is. There's my hand compared to it. Pretty huge. I like the white paint on this body. You know, you got some scale details, fire extinguisher here. Looks like, you know, some shock adapters. It's kind of cool. This actually has a little rubber hose connected to the shock, which is pretty neat. Same on the front there. It's just, I don't know that that'll last very long when you're bashing this thing, but we'll see how it holds up. This is a real rubber kind of piece here. The netting, I guess that's what you would call it. Looks cool. I like the decals. Everything looks really good. The white, the red. I think it looks great. But let's unbox probably our radio here. I think it's the DX3, same as it came with the Losi Rey. And it is. For you guys that own smart batteries, should have all your telemetry stuff there. Looks like it still has the same 50, 75, 100. Don't suggest you let too young a kid drive it, but maybe if you turn it down to 50% and they're a little bit older, they might could drive it around a little bit. Should just take AA's, and that's probably it on the radio here. You got some adjustments here. You got brake rate, steering trim, throttle trim, steering rate. But let's look at this bag, what you get. You get a wrench for your wheels. That's pretty cool. 4 AA batteries included. Looks like you got a sticker there. It looks like you got a whole back sheet of decals, stickers, whatever you want to call them. And they're already cut out, so that's kind of nice. Decals are kind of nice if you want to add a little something to maybe even one of your other RC cars. I want to go ahead and take these batteries out. We're going to put them in the radio. Maybe throw the batteries, the LiPo batteries that I have in the vehicle. See if they will work. I have 2 4S batteries. And maybe check out the lights on that light bar. See how bright they are. See maybe how fast the steering servo is. Got that in there. Looks like it turned on. Turned off for now. So I did want to show you guys that anyway. The battery tray is a little different. Most of the time, I do not like battery trays that you install the battery from the bottom. But this has this little pull tab here. I don't think this is going to be too bad. Snaps back into place. Looks like this is the plate that gets probably your motor on and off, kind of like the Hammer Rey that I have. You got 2 plugins here, and hopefully these should work. Yep. This is just a EC5 connector. It will work with your smart battery input. I just won't be able to have telemetry, which I'm okay with. If it dies, it dies. And we'll just recharge our batteries. I'll be running these Z7200 milliamps. It's an 80C pack. So let's see if we can get 2 4S's in there. And looks like maybe the battery wire runs out the back. That's a little weird. But with it being a caged vehicle and kind of you're getting that scale detail, maybe we won't be too upset. Looks like you got some foam here. So probably if you want to run smaller batteries, maybe like some 3S's. Check out how deep this battery compartment is. It's pretty crazy. So let's see. Looks like you're just going to run that through there. Kind of got this in the way. Maybe shove that out of the way a little bit. See if we can fit our other one in here. So batteries already kind of, as you can see, a little bit aggravating to install. Probably get better at it, but for right now, not a fan, to be honest with you. All right, so I have them both ran through there. As you can see, that was a little bit of a pain. But now it looks like these little battery ends for my LiPo, the balance leads, are kind of getting in the way. So there we go. Got that. Now let's see if we can get our bottom back on. So that was a little frustrating, in all honesty. I'm sure you'll get better at it. While we're under here, we can look at this drive line. I believe this is just plastic, but the universals here are metal. If you did break this, I'm sure it wouldn't be too hard to replace. Not sure how that would get hot. Must have a lot of friction going on. And I did want to show you these drive lines in here. If you can see, kind of the same design, plastic in the center, metal on the universal that goes into the differential. So massive axle here in the back. That is huge. I think it looks really cool though. I like the scale detail of these vehicles. It's very nice. But yeah, let's plug this thing in. Looks like our on button is right there. Make sure we can do that pretty easily. So all that went well. The two 4S batteries did fit. Pain in the butt getting the leads kind of through that hole right there. But maybe this thing will be really fun and it'll be worth it. So let me turn it back over. I'll turn my radio on. And we're going to hit this power button. Check out, the lights came on. Should have counted to 8. That means it recognized that it had 8 cells in this truck. So it's kind of what those beeps were. I love the LEDs. This thing looks awesome. I like the ones in the rear look great. I don't know if it was reversed. I was kind of hoping to see that those would light up, but they don't. They're just, looks like constant red. So let's check out the steering servo. That is really fast. That seems really fast and really aggressive for a ready to run servo. I'm kind of impressed with that. Very fast. Check that out. That's one of the fastest ready to run servos that I've seen. It was a little sluggish in the Hammer Ray, but super impressed with that. If we could take it apart, I'd be curious to see what size servo was in there. Probably a giant scale servo. But super excited to get this thing out and drive it. So please stay tuned for future videos. We're definitely going to go drive this thing before too long. It looks nice outside, but it still made me cold. But if you like this video, if you want to help support the channel, please like and subscribe. We'll get more RC content of all kinds on here. So thanks for watching and hope you all have a great day.